Oh yeah, here we go. So there's two different questions there. And if you have tried to buy ammo lately, specifically 5.56, it's tough. We have some. There's not going to be much more besides what we have left. The distributors are pretty much out right now. If you didn't hear, Lake City, which Lake City is a massive facility, almost like a campus, really, that is actually owned by the government. It was set up either in World War I or II, and the U.S. government built it and ran it for a number of years. And then heading into Vietnam with the military reduction and all that kind of stuff that they went through, they privatized a lot of it. So the military, the government, we still own the facility. We rent out the rights, or however it works. Companies pay for the rights to get the contracts, or they get the contracts to make the ammo. And then traditionally how it's worked is anything that they make over, the government says we want this amount of ammo through the plant a day. And if they can put out extra, they can just sell it, right? And that's like Winchester. It flip-flops back and forth. It's been Winchester. It's been Federal. It goes back and forth every few years. I'm not sure who had it, but they've basically stopped civilian sales. I don't know, purely because of Ukraine, purely because of Israel, a mix of a couple different things there. They've stopped sales to the civilian market right now. So all of the production at Lake City is 100% going to the U.S. military, either stockpiling it or going overseas. So that's one big hiccup. And that's your XM193. That's your 55 grain, ball ammo. That's, relatively speaking, the cheapest stuff that you're going to buy that's decent ammo, right? So that kind of sucks. And then we've also got in industry news, I got a whole pile. Again, look at how good I was. I printed out a whole bunch of stuff for y'all. A lot of stuff to talk about. Vista Outdoors is a company that owns, 40 or 50 different companies, all in the outdoor and firearms space. They own Federal, they own CCI, they own Spear, they own Remington, the ammunition side. They bought that when Remington split off, right? There's a ton of them. You'll have to look it up. They have decided maybe a month ago, they decided they wanted to split, because the company is kind of split already. There's a lot of, again, obviously ammo and hardcore gun companies. But then they've also got helmet companies and definitely more sport and outdoor company. Camelback is a big one. There's a few other ones in here that you'd recognize. Camp Chef, Sims Fishing. So they have, again, Bushnell, right? So they have a big sporting market and then a big ammo market. So they were already going to split those two apart. And it turned out there's a company called the Czechoslovak Group, CSG for short, which is from the Czech Republic. And they are buying the ammo portion of Vista for $1.91 billion with a B, 1.91 billion, $2 billion basically. That's going to happen over the next few months. I think this doesn't finalize until, to the close in 2024. There's obviously a lot of stuff with it, with a big acquisition like that. It's a huge thing. So CSG, the company that's buying them, is a huge company that's got over 10,000 people worldwide. It's got it's got an aerospace division. It's got an industrial division. It's got the arms manufacturing division, right? They've got their hand in a lot of pots. They've got 10,000 employees worldwide. They are 100% owned by one dude, Mikhail Stranad, and he has transformed it into a leading Czech industrial group with a strong international footprint. The CEO of the sporting products division of Vista says that they are confident that CSG is a great home for their ammunition brands. Company is fully committed to our iconic American brands and expanding our legacy of U.S. manufacturing, support for military and law enforcement customers, and investments in conservation and our hunting and shooting heritage. They will work closely with their team as they move forward and transition the brand for long-term success. So I hope that's good for the industry. It does seem like this is I guess it would be if Raytheon or Northrop Grumman bought it in America. They're kind of you're exchanging, I guess, a heartless, soulless megacorp Vista for potentially another one. I don't love that these classic American companies are being bought by foreign companies. I mean, that does kind of suck. but hopefully, like the recent purchase of Barrett by an Australian company, hopefully the love of the Second Amendment. I've noticed that the love of the Second Amendment flows almost like harder or better in non-Americans sometimes than people over here. A lot of the immigrants, I mean, look at Henry. The owners of Henry are immigrants right off the boat here to America, and the Second Amendment is like one of their favorite things about it. So hopefully this acquisition of Vista by CSG is the same, and hopefully we can see some normalcy in the gun industry. So in a positive bit of news, Sig a few days ago announced that they are expanding their ammunition facilities as well in Jacksonville, Arkansas, and they intend to add over 600 jobs and a $150 million expansion at their Jacksonville, Arkansas plant. It's in a suburb of Little Rock, or in the suburb of Little Rock. Currently employs 348 people. So they're going another six. They're going to be almost 1,000 people there making ammo. And it sounds like they started this plant to make a lot of the ammunition for the U.S. military projects. They've got 300 Winchester Magnum precision sniper rifle, the MK248 round. They've got a 338 advanced sniper rifle. They've got some 6.8 ammo for the next generation squad weapon system. So they've got a lot of stuff. Sig has really transformed themselves. I mean, they've always been a nice company. They did not have a huge U.S. presence until maybe 15 years ago. And it'd be cool. Somebody do it like a case study on, who did they hire? What decisions did that person make? Like they put the right people over here. It'd be cool to see kind of a behind the scenes of how they came to become just a powerhouse in the industry. So that's pretty cool.